Hello, and welcome all my beautiful, vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls who are Gemini suns, have big Gemini placements, or are cross watchers for Gemini. Welcome to your month ahead messages looking at the month of October 2024. If you are interested in love messages, I do offer those on a new tier on my Patreon. That will be linked down below. Gives you access to all of the month ahead zodiac love messages you can watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever tickles your fancy. We also do monthly zodiac pairing readings where I roll the dice and figure out which two signs at random in connection we end up reading for. So it's really, really fun. Yeah, lots of good stuff that goes on over there. So once again, that will be linked down below. The way that things will work today is that I will be pulling an oracle card to look at your major overarching themes for the month ahead in October, clarifying with further details and messages from the tarot. And then at the end, I will pull 3 event cards from the Coffee Cup Oracle to look at major energies or events going on with your love life. That's what we'll explore on Patreon. Last thing before we dive in, if you're looking to book a personal with me, you can do so through my website, which is linked down below. So because it is October and we are getting close to the time of the year where the veil between the spirit world and our world is at its thinnest, my intention with this is to look at what you are getting the most insight on, what you are getting the most keen awareness about, guidance for, whether this is your own personal intuitive instincts or you're seeking out divination like tarot readings. What are you getting the most clarity on, or what will be coming forward most keenly for you? So let's see. Very clearly this card, which is very decisive for Gemini energy. What are you guys up to? We have the jack-o'-lantern with protection at the bottom. So a lot of you guys, you're going to be really, really protected this month. This might be where this information and insight comes from. I actually want to look at your oracle card before I pull tarot. Okay, I think it was Leo got this as well, but we have the witch with the earthly weaver of worlds. You guys are expanding your power. So even though Leo got this, I feel like the vibe is very different. You guys are expanding your power. You guys are kind of stretching your legs, especially when it comes to manifestation. This always gives me magician energy, which is y'all. You know, especially when it comes to like what you can create, what you can manifest, but you're kind of expanding your power here. And so during this time that you are getting keen insight into what you can do, your guides want you to know that you are very protected during this time. So a lot of you guys, you're going to have some really interesting awareness come to light about what you can manifest, right? So this might be where you're getting really, we'll look, but where you're getting really keen awareness about your blockages. You might see some smaller manifestations turn around very quickly. And that might be good insight as to, like, let's say you try a new manifestation technique and that manifestation comes into form, comes into your life very quickly. That's like a good sign for you that that's a good technique, right? That works for you. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you're trying to make, it feels like you're getting a lot of insight about it, even if it's not manifestation related. Whatever you're trying to create for yourself, again, your power is expanding, because it's with the witch, the earthly weaver of worlds. So whatever you're trying to weave for yourself. Some of you, you're trying to mend something. You're trying to like mend a relationship with somebody, and you might try new techniques, maybe to improve communication or kind of like try a new approach with them. You're going to find rapid improvements, right? So pay attention to what flows very quickly for you this month in terms of whatever you've been trying to like make for yourself. Pay attention where the energy flows quickly and where it drops off steeply, because that's your guides trying to give you insight into what is working for you and what is not. Pardon my itchy nose. So let's get more details. The 5 of Pentacles, this feels a lot to do with your material manifestations. The 2 of Pentacles, a lot of you guys have been at a standstill when it comes to, I was trying to say like finances and career, but I almost said love. So it could be both, because the 5 of Pentacles can be both, it's like emotional and material poverty. The Sun in reverse, okay. And then the Star in reverse, interesting. So Leo, Aquarius showing up. The 8 of Pentacles reversed to the bottom. Okay, I think I know where this is going. This is interesting. So here's what I'm seeing. A lot of you guys have been trying really hard to bring something into being. Again, there's a note here of a poverty mindset, right? So this could be your career, your finances, as well as your interpersonal relationships. Could be all of the above. Put yourself where you see yourself. There could be two major issues here. So there's like a sense where you've been at a standstill with this for a long time. A lot of you guys have been working to try to correct this issue. I'm getting for some of you, it's like you've been trying to pay down debt, and it's like once you finally pay down one debt, something else, some other unexpected expense comes up or something else happens. It's just been a slog for you guys whenever it comes to this area of life. And what I'm seeing this month is that there's a sense, pardon my itchy eyeball, there is a sense where you are getting closer to what you want, but it feels like you're being asked to take a different approach. The sun in reverse to me, because upright is like the most positive card in the deck, right? It's a hell yes. But when it comes out reverse, this to me is a yes, but. So it's still like a big fat hell yeah. But it's like, yes, but it will take it will take longer than you thought. Yes, but it needs to look different than you thought. Yes, but adjustments need to be made. So this coming out reverse means that it feels like this is a month where you guys are getting insight into how to get what you want. And it feels like that insight is largely revolving around with the star in reverse. Some of you need to do some healing, but more importantly, and like free your mind. I know it sounds cheesy, but like free a mindset that you have that's kept you stuck. What I'm getting for many of you is that you had this one particular idea of what you thought your calling was, your path was. The star is about wishes coming true and healing, but it's also about being in divine alignment. There's an element with the star of following your spiritual purpose, right? In a very authentic, vulnerable, like kind of level. So when it comes out reverse, this can mean we're out of alignment with what our soul is asking us to do. Some of you guys, it's like you've been trying to get out of this place by going to the wrong place, right? By using the wrong method. This could have been like, you're reaching for something that in the past you wanted. You're taking an approach that was something that you were working on before. So like, let's say you went through a cycle of your life all about dedication with that Eight of Pentacles reversed at the bottom of the deck, right? All about dedication and patience and showing up and doing the work and, really like, it's been a slog, but it was an important one. It feels like your strategy at this point, in your journey might not be about suffering your way to a victory. It might be about following your bliss. There's a sense here, and I don't always get this with the sun in reverse, but this almost feels like the Three of Wands in reverse, where it's like there's a change of plans. So you're still getting your manifestation, but it's different than what you thought. And for you guys, I feel like it's because with the star in reverse, you might either want something different for yourself now, or your path has changed, or the approach needs to change, and that's okay. If you felt like you were learning a lot through whatever this previous cycle of your life was about, for some of you, this might have a lot to do with Pluto's movements throughout Capricorn and back into Aquarius in this next, season of the year. But for a lot of you, it's like you had this whole other chapter, this whole other venture. You learned different skills, you practice different you cultivated different traits within self, and that's okay. But that approach doesn't need to be your approach now, right? That was part of your chapter then. So it feels like what you're kind of coming into greater awareness on is where what you were reaching for is actually no longer in alignment for you. I'm going to start there. I'll clarify the star in reverse. The Empress reverse, for some of you guys, it's like you've had a previous chapter that's been, like I said, all about working hard, right? Possibly working hard to overcome restrictions, poverty, to try to become more self-sufficient, right? Whatever that is. And now this new cycle, you're supposed to be in receiving mode. Things are supposed to flow easily. That's like the big thing here. And so it's like a mindset needs to shift about that. So yeah, we have Death and the Ace of Pentacles. You are starting, these are clarifying the Sun reverse. You are starting a brand new cycle, but it might be moving differently than you thought. It might be, with the Ace of Pentacles, maybe it's moving slower than you thought. You could be moving from a survival mode consciousness into a creation-based consciousness. I do see that here. So the way that you achieve, the way that you manifest is going to be inherently different, right? What you're reaching for is different. Even with the star, this could be where for, to be in divine alignment before, you were reaching for healing. You were reaching for, restoration, for rejuvenation. And now you get to reach for creation, right? It's no longer about, healing the foundations, right? Reaching an equilibrium. It's about building on top of that. And that might be a very different thing. Page of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom. It feels like something I'm getting is you may have gone through a cycle somewhat recently where it's like you can't get something off the ground to save your life. And that may be this kind of Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords sort of energy, right? It's like you can't, let's say you started a business, you can't get more clients for the life of you. You're trying to save more money. It's like you can't reach your first savings goal to to save your life. Like you can't get there. You just, for the life of you, can't get there. It's been very restrictive, but it feels like because we have this Ace of Pentacles, you are actually going to be getting this chance. Like things will finally be moving forward. So for some of you, the mindset you're going to be challenged to release is the belief that it's never going to happen. The Four of Wands, some of you are buying your first home. You're buying a home. I want to say your first home. That feels very significant. But you're manifesting your stability and your happiness. The Justice card, Libra energy. We are in Libra season. This is finally karmic balance. It feels like you're going to be finally getting closer to and like making strides toward your goals here very quickly with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, things are going to move forward. The Eight of Wands is always Mercury and Sagittarius energy. So there's a call here to allow your perception to shift, allow yourself to see things from a higher viewpoint, and allow yourself to have a certain level of optimism that even though things are moving quickly, it is at the exact right time and there is stability in that. So I really like this for you. And we do have the Hierophant reversed at the bottom. So for some of you, there's like a non-traditional aspect of this, right? And it's okay. Like that's fine. Like you can do things differently than you had planned, than you had initially promised, than what other people are doing. That's totally fine. They're on their time. You're on your time. So this is what I'm seeing for your month ahead. You're really going to, again, be able to kind of like flex your power. You are very, very protected. I do see that here. So let's look at what your major energies are when it comes to your love life. I like your month ahead energies, very like straightforward. But let's look at what love has in store for you, my friend. So you guys have the Wolf with cunning and stealth. Ooh, I'll take these. Okay. So you have Crown with pride and success, or success and pride. And then you had Hearts with love and new love. Well, that's mighty cute. Tree is at the bottom. So we will delve into these on Patreon. I want to thank you guys so much for being here, sharing your time and energy. I am wishing you big, beautiful blessings, and I hope we get to connect again soon. So yeah, take care, friends. Bye.